Heck yeah. You know what time it is. Got a dug ditch right here. Heck yeah. Urban Creek hunting time. Let's go recover some major history. Look how beautiful that is. Man, we're gonna hit it right today. I'm gonna grab what I can. Who knows what they did out here last couple times. I wonder if I'm gonna be soiling my pants today with the amount of history that we find and recover. It's that amateur blade right here. Yeah, that's an amateur preform. Look at that thing right there, guys. Man, I don't know, man. I mean, I know what it is. I know what it is. You don't see quartz like that out here. That has been made foreign by the hands of mankind. All right, here goes the first real one. I'm seeing some things that I haven't seen. Well, I didn't see the last couple times out. We got some vintage things sitting up in here. Okay, that's new. You know, that's new. I think it like rained real hard out here a couple of times within the past month. Is that a piece of the pot? No, it's a piece of roofing tile, whatever that stuff is. Oh, we got some asbestos roof tiles right here, man. Look at that. Let's cover that up. like an animal out here, you know. All right. Thought I saw something. Oh, that thing right here. This is like the fourth one I've collected out here. Or going to be the fourth one I've collected as a bent. It's a little bit bent, but we'll still use it later. Look at that. It's like a baby TV screen outlined for like an old TV from back in the 60s or something. Yeah, add it to the pocket. Nice little art piece. Yeah, but it's all gonna be uphill from here. I mean, since I never find anything and recover anything major, like historic, in the longest time down here on this side. Further down the creek, that means it's all uphill from here, right? Because everything we always end up finding that's major is further up the creek, where I usually start off. So it's all gonna be uphill from here, right? Heck is that thing? Native American armband or something? Nah, I wish. Definitely going to be museum quality today, hopefully. It's gotta be out here somewhere. Yeah, look at that. Oh, it's got a check design on it too, fellas, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that thing. Boy, all right. Look at that, basket impression. Where's the basket at? The fabric, man. From about 788 years ago, man. Dang it. I sound so angry at that though, man. I'm still waiting for the monumental banner stones in the Kentucky style. Man, look at that. Throw that thing up in the woods. Look at that modern looking thing right there though. That's an art piece. I know it's an engine. Looks like a Dremel from 1974. Look at that. There's a tip. There's a giant engine on that thing. That is so monumental looking though. Imagine finding this thing 1,444 years from now. There's another piece of the pot in front of us. You'll never see it. It's sitting right up in there. You know, how you gonna see that, man? How do you see that in a pile of leaves? Because I'm amateur at this, but I'm gonna toss this thing up in the woods, man. Boy, that's a nice looking piece. Dang it. You just gotta give things time. Of course. Go figure. Man, with all that space up there, a branch had to catch it right next to the bank so it gets pulled out 33 years from now when they collapse the hillside over here. Man, I gotta stop saying collapse the bank. I gotta stop saying that from now on. Hey, we got an old school perfume bottle right here. Probably from Walgreens back in 1961. You know, it's always gonna be burnt at the bottom. It's glass on the inside, plastic on the outside. Well, the whole thing's plastic. All right, this must be a modern piece from 1984. Yeah, man, they got some major washouts going on up here. You're going to say, go ahead and collect your little thing over here. It's not mine, it belongs to the ancient ones. I'm just recovering it. Another design. Man, who knows what we're going to find today, guys. Man, I'm so blessed to be out here this early on a Sunday. Wall is a different perspective on things. I mean, I've never been on this side of the creek, the lower side, this early. So things are being switched up. Hold on. We're about to play the game. What do we have here? Got a hat upside down. Is the one that I found before. Nextel. Not exactly what I'm looking for, fellas, ladies and gentlemen, man. All right. Man, look what I just pulled out of the water behind us. I thought it was like, I don't know what I thought it was. It was just weird looking, some kind of large round red thing sitting up in here. I thought could have been some kind of fancy looking pottery or something like that. But it's an old school toy, probably from the 60s or 70s. It's a submarine or some kind of race car. Yeah, that's a race car right there. Of course, the wheels are missing. 77SL. Got the guy in there too. That's an old school race car. That's like one of those from like the 30s and 40s. Not saying that's when the toy is from. That's kind of scary though, man. Think about this, man. I don't know if I'll throw this up on the bank. Things have a tendency to happen when I try to save things, you know. And the wheels are missing. This was a race car, right? I mean, but the wheels are gone and the bottom's flat, which means what? It's now a boat. Let's hope that's not a sign for places like this, you know, for the future. We don't need things to magically just be underwater. Well, just the creek. Let's say just the creek so we can continue to find major things turned up here. But nothing else. I know everything looks like that's a piece of the pot. No, it's just pipe coverage. Yeah, just average stuff right here for the art later. That's cool. Look what we just found. I know you're going to ask me to collect it. I don't know if I can yet. It might be attached to the stick still. Imagine, man. You know how many snakes up in here? I don't see any yet. Hold on. Dang, look at that thing. It's amazing how artistic some garbage can be. I mean, you just got to look at it a different perspective, though. I mean, if this was in a garbage can, would you think it was artistic? Now that it's in a creek out here in nature, is it artistic? Because you see the art of nature combined with it, you know. Hold on, add it to the pocket. Cellophane or something. Hold on. That thing's probably ripped up like you would never believe, though. Probably not even worth recovering. I'm trying to put something in the pocket. Hold on. I'm trying to think about how to get around these things. What else slipping? There's fire ants all over the place. Alright, I know. Urban Creek, garbage everywhere. I'm gonna say, what is it? Probably Atlanta Hawks. Probably old school, probably new school. Probably not Atlanta Hawks. Hold on. I thought it was Atlanta Hawks when I saw it from a distance. There's a stick on it, caught up in the... Yeah, hold on. I don't think it's Atlanta Hawks, though. I can't get it straightened out. It is. Look at that. I think that's Atlanta Hawks. It could be one of their old school logos. It could be anything, though. I'll recover it. It's intact, not even ripped. Good find for today, man. Could be vintage. See, I don't get it though. Beautiful, look at that. I know it's not beautiful because of the garbage, but this right here, man. For 4.5 years, this place has always been deep. I would have to climb around the side over here, hardcore, climb under this thing, and then duck right back in, man. I guess it is meant for me to come backwards today. They leveled it out and filled this joker in. Level with the creek. Everything else in it. It's no longer almost up to the waist. And heavy running up in here. But I don't understand it though. It's like they can do stuff like this and they can pull out old log jams, but then they can't even move a backpack that's been sitting here for about 8 months. What you know about that? Huh. See, you can never judge the laws of nature, man. Never figure these guys out. These ladies and gentlemen combined out here. You can never figure them out. But I know one thing's for sure. They can figure us out. Oh yeah, man, they got crazy out here, man. I can tell. They got all crazy up in here. Hell. Man, boy, did they ever get a buzz out here off that energy drink. You're gonna say, what if someone said that there? You can tell someone said that there, though. You can tell when a human said that there because the balance is going to be off. But if it's balanced perfectly, yeah, that was set up here by the waters of eternity, man. That's a good sign, but it makes me worried that things might have been pulled out. But look, you can tell because of the balance of it. How jammed up in there it is like a puzzle. Nature found the perfect spot for it. So the balance of nature did that thing, not humans. Man, you talk about being rich, look what I just found. I just kicked it up. No, it's nothing major. I think I found the little thing that this went around like 2 years ago. The copper wire that everybody is trying their best to get off that is nearly impossible. I found the metal thing that went to this, or that this wrapped around. Man, that was like 2.5 years ago. It was this weird shaped thing, but it had this void in it exactly like that, man. I can't believe, man, the things that go on out here, man. The things that we find. Hold on, you know what's up with this thing over here. Hold on. I'm looking. Yeah, this thing right here. Hold on, let me toss our metal, our copper, over to the side. This one might be too far gone though. Yeah, it's too far gone. It is completely blackened out. I mean, if the whole thing looked like that, then that would be a different story. Man, thing's got bullet holes in it. What you know about that? Yeah, that's too far gone, man. That one little part in the middle is the best part. But it's all gone. Good job, guys. Good job. No big deal. If only I was about 22 years earlier. I mean, it might be like this the rest of the way. I'm still in that same gravel bar I just stepped in. Bam. It's large, but it's not the largest one yet. I mean, so far it is. Look at all these little tiny pieces of pottery all over the place. That one's got a Stratz design on it. Very beautiful. All right. We are officially in the major side, where it's nothing but gravel bars, about 60% up the creek. Always gotta keep a lookout. Oh, there we go. I was in the shadows. Hold on, my hands are getting full because of this stuff here. I'm just gonna make a stash and just collect in the pockets the most important things today, man. I see some things up there, man. They move tires around that have rims in them? The metal rim's still attached. You know how much things like that way out here, man. You're gonna say come on, birds now. You're gonna say you should have brought the bags with you, man, so you can fill them jokers up. Well, I'm tired. I'm burned out from yesterday. I don't feel like lugging grocery bags of just random modern stuff around all day today. And imagine if this thing was 4,000 years old right here. Dang it. Wistful thinking. You know, to be honest with you, last time I came out here about a month and a week ago, hold on, thought I saw something. We need to be seeing the white and the large clay material things, you know. Not a little modern thing right there. There's a used item for a male member to my right. I mean, to my left. I don't know if I caught that on camera. Uh-oh. Oh, that's just a continuation of that. I thought that was one of those sign things again, man. It's a piece of siding. Hold on, I'm looking. There's a red sock. You gotta keep your eyes peeled for the rest of the day out here. If this ain't Da Vinci style, I don't know what is. I don't care how much room I don't have in the pockets. I'm definitely adding this and taking it out of here today. Boy, ain't that a scary thing? Largest one I've ever collected out here of this style. And they've been holding on to it between these rocks. That is crazy. Watch them be out here behind me saying, I told you he was going to notice it. I told you he was going to see the truth of what has been done. Definitely recovering this thing today. Hell or high water. But first off, let me go ahead and save these ants. I don't know how they get themselves in this predicament. Well, they got a bridge. Never mind. You guys are good to go. Have fun. All right. Well, I just got the iPhone memory full notification, dang it. So I'm going to be limited to how much I can film the rest of the day. Let's hope I'm going to recover some major things. I'll let you know if I do or not, man. Man, it sure definitely sounds heavenly out here in this hot June day. Another cool check design. No major spear tipped yet. Nothing real major, to be honest with you, except this ginormous piece of coal. Check this thing out. Look at the size of this piece of coal, man. That's crazy. That would be a cool base for some kind of art piece, you know. I'm not going to take it though, man. That's a good find, but this thing right here, what the heck is this? It looks like a bracelet from the Bronze Age. Look at that thing. I mean, it's made like an old school bracelet. That is cool. It's hammered too. Look at that thing. It's probably some kind of thing for a pipe. I don't know. There's no spot to where it would have been soldered to anything else though. Look at that. Little tiny thing hammered. It's fragile though. But that looks like a wrist bracelet though. That is artistic, man. That's cool. No maker's mark, nothing like that. There's something right there. It looks like it might be a sticker. Yeah, there's like some kind of sticker there. This is some kind of bracelet. Modern. That's still kind of sticky though. It's scratching off. Modern, but cool. I found a piece of jewelry, Da Vinci style. Beautiful piece. I know, get ready to crap your drawers if we find a couple of things up in here. I got the Depends undergarments ready to go. Dang, nothing yet. But when I show you this, there better be something in this one. There's gotta be. No comment. Yeah, looks like today's not going to be our day. But I have a question. Why would anyone need a flashlight this long? That joker is like 2 feet long right here, man. Why? Look how many batteries this joker takes. Ain't never in my life have I seen a flashlight this long before, man. You guys crazy. Wonder if there's any treasure on the inside. Man, they got up all in this thing. For real, man. Still nothing yet, but I feel like I'm getting closer to something though. Really. I know. New gravel bar piling up in here. But there's something right here I'm always trying to keep a lookout for. It's busted though, man. You see that black thing sitting right up in there? Don't find black shirt out here that often. It's just part of a chip. Dang, bro. Like a piece of glass. Probably part of a scraper. Look at the ultra micro napping on that side. Where's the rest of it at though, man? Look at that. Cool. Add it to the pocket because it's pretty. Don't find a lot of this stuff out here. Who knows how much more is going to be here. About dang time. Look what we just recovered right here, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know where they were looking for, but no one will ever see it. I moved it because it looked like the inside of a broken toilet bowl or something like that. You don't see sandstone out here that often. And I flipped it over, thinking it was just a shard of some kind of toilet. Check that thing out. Sandstone arrowhead, first one in my collection. Booyah. Ain't that something pretty? Not to mention that, they almost stepped on something right here. They barely missed breaking it even more. Wonder what they were looking for. So proud of them. Major in that tribulation. Let's go collect the rest of these things, recover these things. There could be 15 more out here. There could be 3. There could be 0. More the better. More Banksgiving. We'll call it this for now on, Banksgiving. Man, they pulled down this bank right here, guys. Who knows what they're going to give us later. But let me go ahead and take a look at this little white thing right here. When it's that white, you got to take note to get hype. I bet it's just a busted piece of nothing. Yeah, it's nothing though, man. Well, it snapped, it's busted. The entire thing is gone. Good fun. Still not Kentucky style, but at least it's Da Vinci style. Man, that tribulation. There's got to be at least 5 more out here. I mean, I thought this was a broken bit axe. You know, it's got that tip on it though. This is a stone. It's a rock that I find out here all the time. Could have been larger. Don't know if I'll collect it or not. Could have been a lot larger. Could be nothing at all. Yeah, collapsation, man. Where are the pots? It's almost like I need to just come out and look for the pot we have here. Is it worth collecting? Artistic? Heck yeah, it is. It's some kind of weird veneer thing. What about this thing right here? No, it's a dang sign. I mean, not that kind of sign. Whoa, wait, hold on. Boy. Dang. Never judge a book by its outside cover, man. Look at that masterpiece. Oh, crap. Looks like the universe, as we always see it, ready for the frame on this thing right here. Nature, you are a genius when it comes to creating art. Man. If only they knew, like I know, because I know you very well. Back to the impassable site. I was hoping they would have filled it in after this monumental rain event up in here, man. Dang, that thing's hundreds of years old right up in here, man. Yeah, but I was hoping they would have filled this thing in. They filled it in a different way. Who knows what's way up there besides that cute little deer up there. They see us. What are you digging for over there? You gonna help me find some more artifacts? We only got a little bit of ways to go. Cute. Humongous. They're probably trying to lead us to the ancient pieces, if we can get there safely, that is. Even after monumental rain events, some things don't change, they just get worse. Dang, look at all the blue balls up in here. There's like 5 of them. Gonna have to leave it behind, but I definitely don't feel like climbing. I'm gonna have to go through this thing. I don't feel like leaving the art behind either. But sometimes you gotta leave the art behind to find more things, have the hands free. Hey, it doesn't look too bad over here. So much more difficult than the last time I came through here, even though I still had to climb over and under and through things. What a mess. Look at that giant log they got floating up in there too. They got 2 matching soccer balls, man. Look at that. They're the same. There's 2 of them, white and blue. Huh, that's strange. We need to find them strange artifacts though. Ooh, deep and dangerous. Man, that's crazy. I skipped kayak day for this. Trying to climb over these vines and stuff, man, like I'm a wrestler. Standing on a log that's sinking, it's shallow on that side, but deep on this side? Man, what are they trying to get us to find out here today? I hope they pay us back for this right here, though, man. Dang. I could have gotten tripped up and fell in. That log was like rolling over too, man. Things I do for history. But some of the time, it's not enough. Dang, bro. What the heck do I get myself into? Largest one out here. And it was further up the creek. I never give up because I know there's something they're trying to lead us to. Boy, did we ever find it. And it even has the perfect Metatron X right in the top right. This is definitely going to be it for today. Well, did you ever think that it was going to be more than what you're looking at here today? Sure as heck did. But this really isn't bad at all. I mean, look. Everything in the frame is a piece of art. Especially up there in the top right-hand corner, man. Really, though, not a bad day. Got out there kind of early. Think I was expecting a little bit too much. More than what we could handle. But I guess you can say we had more than just an average day. Especially when it comes to just creek hunting. Creek recovery. And this right here is not a piece of a pot. Make this mistake every single time. It's pipe covering. That I know of. Oh well, got some cool things right here. Use it for art later. Got the framing device right there. Look at that. It all goes together one way or another. Got this Atlanta Hawks thing right here, this little banner. I think that's Atlanta Hawks. You're going to say, let us take a look. It's not the Atlanta Thrashers. Yeah, that's old school Atlanta Hawks, I think. Yeah, that's got to be old school Atlanta Hawks. Probably 1970s. Could be early 80s. Dominique up in the house. Yeah, got some things here. Cool for art. Some kind of busted marble. Look at that. Like craters on the moon. Yeah. More things. Got to figure out what to do with later. But this. I mean, it's modern, it is. I know it's modern. Gotta be. Even has that sticky spot there. You can't even see it. Right there. It's like where the sticker was. But look now how it's weathered by the laws of nature. I think this is brass. But finished off by the laws of nature out there. The weathering of it. Just a couple of coats of clear coat. And imagine what this thing is going to look like then. Man, looks like it came from Roman times. Hold on. Yeah, dang it, crap. It's the sticky stuff, all right, from a sticker. I was just hoping it was going to be a lot older, you know, but we can, that's still cool though. We'll make do. We always do. Thought this was some kind of little chopping thing. Still could be, it weighs a ton. Could be a little hammer thing. Could be an artifact. Could be an artifact. Don't see rocks out there like this that often. Especially when it looks like a point. Only the natives would know. The experts would. Got pieces of slate. Very cool. And then the monumental historic pieces. This has got some kind of weird design on it though. I mean, look at that. Look at that degree of separation within the line work. Almost like a modern basket these days. Is that a fingernail impression right there? You can see the little tiny lines right there. Very cool. Never seen a pattern like that before. But as always got to take a deeper look at all these things later on. During my own free time. That's top of a bowl right there. A piece of crock ended up in the mix. I mean, look at that. That's cool. That's modern. That's not ancient. Not as ancient as these things. Not at all. I don't know about this. Didn't collect any points out there really today except for 1 or 2. Was hoping that was going to be something. Where's the rest of this thing at? Probably this is it. A thumb scraper. Look at that micronapping. And they held it just like that. And then on to the find of the day. Never found a sandstone. I think this is sandstone. Excuse my sinuses. And I found it in the mud too. Mud and the sand. How did my eyes ever see it to know what it is? Very good piece. Very nice piece, actually. It's weird on how the front is thicker than the back. I wonder how sharp this was 2,418 years ago. Very cool piece. Find of the day, kind of. See you later.